Top stories, common law lawyers in the northwest region of Cameroon remain adamant to the appeal of Bâtonnier Kanga to return to courtrooms today, May 2nd, 2017. Some lawyers say they can only resume work when their requests are granted. Bertingwe has the details.
This is the mind of more than 95% of all the lawyers of the Northwest region. I am speaking their minds and I'm speaking my personal mind.
Contrary to the call made by the Bâtonnier president for lawyers to resume work today, May 2nd, the courts are still empty with 1 or 2 lawyers spotted at the High Court Upstation, Bamenda. Some of these lawyers expressed the reasons why they still have not resumed work.
We pretend to resume work now when we know that the stakes are so high. I think for the time that there will be real satisfaction of the conditions, not only of the lawyers, but of the entire people of West Cameroon, as they are asking the government to do now.
The government acknowledged to me some lawyers that because our demands, but there's many demands. How cannot go to further when our police are still required. So we must that they are released. And our demand and the people can work without we cannot also work.
Most of these common law lawyers were of the opinion not to return to the courts today, but there are, however, fallouts.
We know very well that the call for resumption of court was supposed to be today, the 2nd of May, and from all the reports I got, only 2 lawyers were seen at the High Court in Bamenda. As of the moment, maybe eventually some will come. I hear that the said lawyers just sat at the bar in court doing nothing. They had no matters on the cause list. And it is not normal that in every cause, it's not everybody who is disgruntled.
With all these grievances still running in the minds of lawyers in this part of the country, some propose solutions while hoping on government to create a platform for frank dialogue.
That is, all those who have been detained should be released unconditionally, and all the military guys that are in all our towns and villages should be returned to the barracks.
A lot still roams the air in this part of the country as to whether these lawyers will resume the courts or not.
Southwest region of Cameroon, very few lawyers answered present in courtrooms today. This has brought in mixed feelings amongst lawyers.
Following a meeting held by senior lawyers of the Northwest and Southwest with the Bâtonnier to discuss on the way forward, it was agreed in that conclave meeting that work will resume May 2nd, 2017. On this due day, just a handful of lawyers could be seen at the court premises, as some appreciate the initiative.
As a personal opinion, I think that government has shown good faith by, first of all, acknowledging the revendications of the lawyers, that they are legitimate, the demands are legitimate. And the head of state went ahead to order the government to take disposition to ensure that the revendications or the demands of the lawyers are met.
Before the cease,
even though we didn't get into the court hall, but I think that if I had a matter today, I would have gotten into the court hall and go on with the matter.
Others have not resumed work, though they acknowledge that some demands have been met, while others still on promises. They believe the whole situation is still in a stalemate because all necessary demands made have not been made for them to resume work.
I believe that for any lawyer to pick up his gown or wig to resume work, it will not actually be fair to his conscience. Why? Because we have our colleagues who are leading us, who are still detained. We have some of our colleagues whose gowns and wigs were seized. We have not yet retrieved them, so we cannot see ourselves going to.
Though this has caused mixed feelings amongst lawyers, the days ahead will speak for themselves.
We go back to the northwest region of Cameroon to talk about children who stopped classes since